Now in the last video we generated a list of states, and that was super cool, and they were all links. And then when we clicked on a particular state, for instance the Lagos state, when we clicked on it, it threw up an error, and the error is because we've not worked on the view file that it generated. It's still the boiler code template. So we'll go to view and make sure that every occurrence of book is changed to states. So book to states, just do that and replace all. And of course remember that states has only name. Alright, so the only other thing we can add to book, so I'm going to delete the rest of this guy here. We don't need when the state was created. And then the body, we don't need it. So the only other thing I'm going to add is to list all users that are in this state, just the way we did to the country. So if I refresh this should work now. Then we'll quickly go and list all the users that are in this state. Okay, so the name of the state is not listed because we've not specified the name. Okay, well, let us figure out why it's not showing. The main reason should be that this variable is not being passed into this page. So we'll go to the states controller and scroll down. This is our states controller. So we're going to scroll down to the views method. So this is the view method. We're going to check the value that is being passed to the view. As you can see, it's capital letter. No, we just need it to be small because we're already expecting small letter in the view. So now that we have it, what we can do is to quickly go and refresh, and we should see the name of our state here. Alright, so the name of the state is Lagos State. So what we can add here is the list of users in this state. So we will go back to our code inside the body section. We can just say h2. We can say list of users in this state. Okay, remember, users are not the only thing that will be in this state at the end of our project. We will have projects that are in this state. We have employers in this state and stuff like that. So we just have users in state name. Okay, then the next thing we're going to do is to actually put a link, a list. So just say unordered list, and we're going to do an li, and we're going to end it. Okay, so we need to retrieve the list that we'll put here, but first of all let us quickly check what we have. And of course users in Lagos State, very good. So we will make sure that we tell users the states, the relationship with it has with users. So we'll go to the states model that was generated for us, and tell it, first of all we'll start with the users model to tell users that every user belongs to a state. So we'll just clone this, copy, and at the bottom we'll just paste. We'll just say state, every user belongs to a state. Oops, state. Okay, then we are going to go to a state because every state has many users. So at the bottom here we can just say every state has many users. So we're going to call this users, that's plural, users, and we're going to call this user, that's the user model. Then we're going to change this to has many. Now this is sorted. Everything works perfectly for us. So if we go to the view, we can now say that we can do a for loop. We can say for user in state users. We can end the for quickly. We just end the for. We can say end for. Then the next thing we're going to do is to display the users. Okay, so we're just going to do user dot first name. And now that is done, we can go and check and just be sure that what we did is working. Then we can come and make each username a link. So I'm refreshing, and we don't have a user in this state yet, so that's why it's blank. So we're going to go to a database and add a user, but this is just how to do that. So the state ID is 25. I can see it from the bar here. So if I come to this place in a users table, I'll just add 25 for this user, and then I can go and refresh, and I should see at least one user on this state. Okay,